All right, I'm gonna tell you guys a little wrestling story here, and yeah, I'll keep it entertaining, and hopefully you guys enjoy this little story here. So, uh, the year 1903. We'll make up the location here. We'll say we're up in Buffalo, New York, of all places. We're at Buffalo in 1903, and there's a big carnival going on. A lot of people are at the carnival in Buffalo in 1903, just having a great time, right? All of a sudden, they look off in their distance. They look off in the distance and they see something going on, some kind of big commotion at the carnival. I'm not quite sure what it is, so they look over and they see a really strong looking guy standing in a boxing ring. They can't quite figure out why he's standing in a boxing ring. And then, so the guy in the ring starts talking a bunch of trash to the fans and whatnot, and kind of telling the fans what he thinks of them. Now the crowd is mad. Now the people that he's talking all the junk to is mad, and they can't understand why he's saying all that stuff to him in the ring. And they're figuring, yeah, we're gonna go in that boxing ring right now, and we're gonna teach him a lesson. And but they see, and this is professional wrestling, and they see that in order to teach him that lesson, they have to pay, I don't know, 10 cents a turn, right? So they're all lining up. And so the next thing you know, this big carnival in the early 1900s, you have a huge line of guys, and they all paid their money to go in there and fight this guy. They all paid their money ahead of time. You had to pay your money ahead of time to see this guy finally get his. Yeah, so they all, whatever, so 200 guys lined up. They all paid their 10 cents. And wouldn't you know it, the first guy in line goes in there, to fight the big wrestler. He goes in there. He paid his 10 cents. He goes in there to fight the wrestler. And all of a sudden you see him knock the wrestler out. And everybody's like cheering, and they're all happy. And this and that, the guy in the front of the line knocked the wrestler out. And everyone's congratulating him, blah, blah, blah. Little didn't they know, they got you. Because that guy in the front of the line and the guy in the ring, they were working together, and they just took all your money. They made you all pay, and they worked you over, and you never had a clue that they just got your money on a fixed fight. And that's kind of where I see pro wrestling in the early 1900s. The guy in the ring would call out on a fan, and the fan would be really mad in the attendance, and they never knew that those two guys were working together. I mean, it's clever, and that's pro wrestling. It's a clever industry with the two guys in the ring working together to get your money. They did it in the early 1900s. They did it this past Sunday at WrestleMania, and they'll keep doing it. It's just kind of an interesting little wrestling story for you. Thank you.